first scary video comes from the ghost hunting and paranormal investigation channel Midwest Ghost Hunter. Ian ventures out on a solo investigation to the infamously haunted Boyd House, located in Minneapolis, USA. The Boyd House was built in 1901 by husband and wife Fred and Minnie Eckhart, and was also home to their 11 children, with 4 of these children tragically passing away at very young ages. Over the years, there have been countless accounts of the Boyd family haunting the house. These reports include people hearing the sound of old-fashioned music randomly playing in another part of the house, but when they'd go to check where the music is coming from, they never find the source. Dozens of accounts have mentioned hearing unexplainable footsteps approaching from behind, but when the person would turn around to see who's there, there's no one. What's more is that people have also reported hearing children laughing when no children were in the old house, and toys have been seen moving mysteriously on their own. Sightings of the ghosts of Fred and Minnie Eckhart have also been documented, supposedly watching guests in the master bedroom. Ian starts his ghost hunt downstairs in the haunted house, where he attempts to make contact by calling out to any spirits that may be nearby.
Minnie, was that you? Did you just make a sound? It's like a tap on a wall. If that was you, could you... Okay. Oh. I heard that. That was right behind me. Thank you. Alright, Minnie, I'm hearing you all around me right now. What? What is that? Oh my god! What the hell? That's like a radio. But how?
I am spooked by an old radio turning on by itself. You can actually hear the knob twisting as it is being activated.
What? What? It sounds like it's changing stations. It's still on, but it's not making noise. Oh my god, the stack's coming in more. Hello? A voice just came through. What the hell is going on? Hello? Could you speak again?
Unbelievably, a ghostly woman's voice breaks through the radio static. Was this the spirit of Minnie Eckhart delivering a message from the other side?
A tap on the wall behind Ian startles him, and then the radio all of a sudden switches on, all by itself. And creepily, a woman's disembodied voice can be heard amongst the radio static calling out. Ian then makes his way through more of the house, where he's startled by the sound of a tricycle moving on its own. Shortly afterwards, he decides to snap some pictures and captures this.
Is there anybody upstairs? I thought I heard a creak up there. Hello? Whoa, what the fuck? Dude, I just saw a fucking shadow. Holy shit. It was right up here. Hello? There was somebody standing like right there. Who's up here? I just saw somebody here. There was literally a dark mass standing at the top of these steps. I saw it in the flash of the camera. I'm gonna look and see if I can find it. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? Dude, it's right there. It's like a shadow. I caught that in the photo.
While asking any spirits to show themselves, Ian's camera catches a dark, translucent, shadowy figure standing at the top of the stairs. Believing this could be the ghost of Fred Eckhart, Ian ventures to the master bedroom where visitors have reported seeing the ghost of Fred himself. Inside the master bedroom, Ian continues his attempts to make contact with any ghosts that could be lurking nearby.
Although nothing's happening, I got the unnerving feeling I'm being watched. I've been having that feeling ever since I got up here. Who was the shadow man? Was that you, Fred? I certainly hope it was. Rather him than some demon or something. Where are you right now? Are you in this room? I just want to speak to you. That's it. Oh my God, what the fuck? Those were footsteps. And they were walking towards here.
You can clearly hear faint disembodied footsteps slowly making their way to the master bedroom.
Fred, are you out there? I heard you walking. Did you walk up to this doorway? Are you somewhere in this room? Holy shit! Oh my God! Oh, okay. Holy moly. That was loud. Somebody just pounded on that door. Oh my God. I feel like he's getting agitated with me. That did not sound friendly.
Distant footsteps can be heard in the background, headed towards the bedroom, followed by a loud bang which startles the life out of Ian. Creeped out, Ian decides to leave the room, but as he grabs his camera, this happens.
I'm gonna let you have this room back. I'm just gonna grab my camera, okay? I'm sorry guys, I don't mean to retreat, but I just do not feel wanted in that room. What? No way! Dude! That was the door! Oh no! He just shut the door on me! How the fuck do you explain that?
It is my belief that the shadow figure at the top of the stairs may have been Fred Eckhart himself, and this was his spirit escorting me out of his room.
As Ian leaves the master bedroom, a door behind him suddenly slams shut. Ian makes his way through the rest of the house, where he comes across a room filled with dolls and hears what sounds like a child's voice coming from the closet. Then he makes his way up to the attic and captures several orbs floating around. But then, shortly after seeing these orbs, this happens.
I seen you. Oh my God! Holy crap. That sounded like the window. Oh, that nearly gave me a heart attack. It sounded like a on the window.
Almost immediately upon entering the attic, Ian, the Midwest ghost hunter, hears a loud tap on the window, which is several stories from the ground. However, Ian bravely stays put in the attic and continues his attempt to contact the spirits that might be up there.
Is anybody over here? How many spirits are up here? What? Look! Dude, that thing was just moving! Oh my God! That rocking horse just moved! Could you move it again? Oh, dude, I think I might have caught that on camera. Oh my gosh, I did not expect that.
In this shocking piece of footage, you can see the rocking horse rocking back and forth completely by itself. I have absolutely no explanation for this phenomena whatsoever.
Ian senses something behind him, indicating that perhaps he might not be alone. But when he turns back, the rocking rocking horse mysteriously starts to rock back and forth all on its own. And with that final piece of evidence, Ian decides to end the investigation. Ian's viewers were on the edge of their seats while watching his paranormal investigation at the infamously haunted Boyd house, with many believing that Ian did encounter real paranormal activity, and that this shadow figure seen at the top of the stairs was either a malevolent dark entity or the ghost of Fred Eckhart, just as Ian suggested. But what do you think? Did Ian the Midwest Ghost Hunter capture evidence of ghosts at the haunted Boyd house? Let me know down below. If you're a fan of scary videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. This next creepy video comes from the Japanese ghost channel Fourth Wall. The Fourth Wall team received a tip-off from a fan about an abandoned haunted house that has been empty for 50 years. The history of the house is a bit of a mystery, although it is rumoured that the 4 sons that lived there rarely, if ever, left the house. Fourth Wall sends a cameraman to document everything he could find, and almost instantly he encounters something that has left viewers baffled. Sliding door opens slowly on its own, but when the cameraman checks inside, it's empty. The incident left the cameraman frightened, so he decides to leave, but the horror doesn't end there. Did you spot it? A mysterious white figure can be seen moving behind the glass of a door right in front of the cameraman before a loud bang echoes from another part of the house, startling the cameraman. The cameraman opens the closed door where the figure was seen seconds earlier, but there's no one in there. After this, the cameraman leaves the house. Fourth Wall tried to convince the cameraman to go back and document more footage, but he was having none of it and straight up refused to return. Several months pass before Fourth Wall managed to find and send a second cameraman to the house. This is what the second cameraman caught. cameraman senses something behind him, but he can't see anything, and when he opens the door, no one's there. He points the camera at the glass door, where he feels there is something, but cannot see it. After this, the cameraman begins to feel an unusual chill and decides to leave night vision cameras around the abandoned house, vacates the property. One of his night vision cameras caught this. A mysterious white figure can be seen moving on the other side of the glass, but who is it? Then, at the same time, a door can be seen opening somehow by itself. Viewers of this video believe that this is genuine paranormal activity caught on camera, and that the phenomenon the cameraman captured is proof the house is haunted. But ultimately, what's your verdict on this creepy video? Use the comments to share your thoughts. Elias DFGH, whose real name is Elias Akana, uploaded this creepy clip back in May 2022 after recording something which has left him scared to sleep at night. Elias's uploads are mostly centered around gaming and everyday life, making this clip somewhat out of the ordinary. In the clip, Elias plays music from the Silent Hill game on his keyboard in his bedroom when he notices something behind him. Dark figure can be seen behind Elias. However, when he turns around immediately, the figure has vanished. But where did it go? TikTok viewers were left spooked by this clip uploaded by Elias, with many believing that something sinister is haunting him. But what do you think is going on here? Share your thoughts below. This next ghost video comes from the Japanese ghost hunting channel Black Story. After being sent a request from a viewer, Kuro sets off on a solo adventure to explore a series of curved mirrors in a laneway in Tokyo, where the viewer who contacted Kuro claims there is a strong haunting presence. Apparently, locals and visitors to the area have reported seeing a mysterious shadowy figure standing behind them when they've looked in one of the street's curved mirrors. For the first part of the video, Kuro wanders around the area, documenting everything with his camera, and then, a short while into the video, he stumbles across a curved mirror.
検証終わってカーブミラー先の道を歩いてます。なんかこの先にもカーブミラーがあって、そこもなんかやばいみたいな話を聞いたんでちょっと来たんですけど、どこやろカーブミラーどこだ。あ、これですね。多分これです。今人立ってたよ。何今
In the reflection of the street's curved mirror, a tall, dark figure can be seen just standing there, motionless, right behind Kuro, who sees it. But when he turns around in shock, there's no one there. Kuro checks all around him, but whoever or whatever it was appears to have just disappeared into thin air. Creeped out, Kuro decides to cut his adventure short. Black Story's viewers were left spooked by this creepy video. Many believe that Kuro encountered the infamous ghost who the locals and visitors to the area have reported seeing. Some even suggest it to be an actual shadow figure. But what do you think this mysterious dark figure is? Is it something supernatural? Let me know what you think. In this set of creepy clips that I put together, a user named Fran Devil from Mexico has a terrifying encounter. Francesco has been documenting his recent paranormal experiences over the past few months and taking them to social media looking for help and advice. After moving into a new house, strange things started happening. Loud bangs would startle him day and night. Bizarre cackling would echo through his home, and his belongings would be misplaced. Francesco believes that he is being haunted by a malicious dark entity, and after reading the comments underneath these videos, it seems the majority agree. In this first clip, Francesco, who's alone at the time of this recording, hears loud noises coming from his bathroom. He grabs his phone, hits record, and goes to investigate.
Empiezo a grabar porque estoy escuchando sonidos desde el baño muy raros y estoy solo en casa. Dentro del baño. ¿Qué cojones? No sé. Coño.
Banging can be heard coming from inside Francesco's bathroom. He opens the door and all looks clear. However, the shower curtain begins to move on its own before falling off and crashing to the floor, as if something we can't see pulled it down. Sadly for Francesco, his nightmare has only just begun.
Mi nueva casa está embrujada.
Activar piano este. ¿Cómo se va a activar esto solo, tío? ¿Cómo se apaga? Se acaba de activar esto solo. Cojones. ¿Hola? Acabo de activar la cámara, chico, porque estoy escuchando sonidos de nuevo que vienen de la habitación. ¿Hola? ¿Qué es lo que quieres? ¿Hay alguien en mi casa? ¿Hay alguna entidad? ¿Hola? Miren, miren, chicos, miren. ¿Hola?
Francesco finds the child's toy keyboard playing all on its own, and it won't switch off. Then a loud bang startles him. Later that night, he's disturbed by loud noises coming from the opposite end of his hallway. A door then shuts right in front of him, creeping the crap out of Francesco. In this next clip, Francesco is disturbed again by loud bangs and bravely goes to take a look.
Señoras, estoy grabando porque estoy escuchando otra vez los sonidos. ¿Escuchen? ¿Qué cojones? ¡Hostia! Coño, se acaba de encender otra vez el aparato ese. Joder. ¿Volvió a encenderse eso? ¡Hostia! ¿Hola?
Scared by these occurrences and with no idea what to do, Francesco turns to TikTok.
De locos. Acabo de encender las luces. Me acaba de despertar un golpe de loco fuera de mi cuarto. Entonces yo quiero pedir a alguien que sepa de cosas paranormales, ¿no? Que si me puede ayudar me deje algún consejo en la caja de comentarios, porque encima hoy me entero de que falleció una anciana en esta casa. O sea, yo me fui de mi anterior casa porque creía que era la casa y no, hay algo que me persigue y no sé si tendré un don o no, pero es una cosa de loco. Señores, en la caja de comentarios, por favor, si me pueden dar algún consejo urgente de qué pueda hacer, se los agradecería, porque esto es de loco. Buenas noches.
Reaching out on TikTok for someone who knows about paranormal things. He mentions that he found out that an old woman had passed away in his house, but he also mentions that he feels that something is following him as he experienced the same terrifying moments in his old house. Francesco manages to get a hold of the contact details of a priest he knew a long time ago and calls him for help.
Buenas, padre José, mire que me han dado su número y quiero hacerle una consulta, si no es molestia, que me están sucediendo cosas en mi casa paranormales y llevo por lo menos 4 meses con esto. Entonces, a ver si usted me podría ayudar. Yo lo conozco desde que era pequeñito, lo que no sé si se acuerda de mí, soy Frank. Yo creo que sí. ¿Se acuerda cuando iba a la iglesia? Con mi madre y eso. Por favor, necesito su ayuda.
Francisco, yo te conozco desde que eras chico. Y no es la casa. No es la casa. Eres tú.
Pero padre José, ¿qué es lo que tengo pegado a mí? Porque ya, si no es la casa, algo tengo que tener, ¿no?
Francisco, eso lo tendrás que averiguar por ti mismo. Y te aseguro que no es nada fácil. Pero son cosas paranormales que mucha gente se cree que no existe, pero ahí están. Lo estás viviendo en tus propias carnes y tendrás que averiguarlo por ti mismo.
Pero padre José, usted no me puede ayudar, padre José, por favor, écheme una mano.
Francisco, esas son cosas que son inevitables. Yo mismo lo he vivido y me estuvieron persiguiendo igual que usted. Y tienes que conseguirlo y averiguarlo por ti mismo. Son cosas inevitables. Así que te deseo lo mejor y espero que salgas de todo esto, que no es nada fácil.
Vale, padre José, pues nada, muchas gracias por su ayuda, que ha sido ninguna. Vale, venga.
After consulting with Father Jose about what is happening in his home, Father Jose leaves him with a terrifying conclusion. It is not the house that is haunted. The entity is following Francesco himself, and it has been for his entire life. Thankfully, the activity dies down for a few weeks until one night, Francesco is awoken by terrifying noises coming from another part of his house. This time, too afraid to face it, Francesco leaves his phone recording and captures this. A horrific noise, as sounds like raspy breathing and moaning can be heard coming from somewhere in Francesco's house. The incident has left Francesco terrified, who truly believes that whatever is haunting him is getting stronger, as he's never heard it make those sounds before. In this final clip, Francesco's instinctive feeling was right.
Chicos, estoy escuchando ruido súper fuerte y he empezado a grabar. Son las 12 de la noche. El teléfono lo ruido. ¿Me conviene eso?
After hearing another loud noise, Francesco goes to check. However, when he switches the light on, several loud knocks can be heard, and then a creepy pale face suddenly appears at the door, and Francesco, who sees it, flees the opposite way in fear. TikTok viewers were left frightened by these clips, with many believing that Francesco is being haunted by something evil. However, some argue that Francesco staged the whole thing for TikTok fame. What do you think? Is Francesco being haunted by something evil, or was it all just for views? You tell me. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're a fan of scary content, make sure you check out either of these two videos here. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so you'll never miss any of our weekly uploads. See you next time.